Welcome to a crucial update on the Pittsburgh Steelers' recent playoff challenges against the Buffalo Bills. The emotions are high, especially for wide receiver George Pickens, following a tough loss. If you're eager to delve into the depth of the Steelers' latest news and reactions, hit that like button and join me on this journey. First up in our news coverage, we'll examine the fallout of the Steelers' playoff defeat and George Pickens' forthright views on the game's officiating. This news isn't just about a single match. It's about the intense emotions and controversial decisions that can shape critical moments in sports. Let's unpack Pickens' take and the wider response to this pivotal game. The Pittsburgh Steelers just had a really tough game, losing in the first round of the playoffs to the Buffalo Bills. This left the fans and players, especially wide receiver George Pickens, feeling pretty upset. Pickens didn't shy away from saying what he thought about the game's officiating in a post-game interview. The Steelers went into the wild-card game hoping to win, but things didn't go as planned. They fell behind quickly and had to change how they were playing. They tried really hard to catch up, but they couldn't turn the game around. Some fans watching the game noticed times when they thought the referees missed important calls. After the game, there was a lot of talking about how it went, and a lot of Steelers fans felt the referees didn't do a great job. Pickens was really straightforward about how he felt. He said, "To be honest, I'm still stuck on this game right now with the refs. Refs. That's the only thing that's really on my mind." He talked about specific moments in the game that bothered him. Usually, he tries to give referees and opposing players the benefit of the doubt, but this time, he felt there were clear mistakes that changed the game. He said, "But when you blatantly grab me on a pivotal down on that specific drive, beginning of the fourth, if we get that right there, it's 14 points. You're not going to win the game when you have to play the ref's hands against the Buffalo Bills." Even though Pickens had strong opinions, not everyone sees referee decisions the same way. He believed the ref's calls really affected the game. Other people watching the game also felt the officiating wasn't great for both teams, leading to lots of discussions. A big moment was when Joey Porter Jr. got hurt because of a hit from a Bills player. Before the game, there was news that Pickens got fined $200,000 by the Steelers and the NFL. When players speak out about the officiating or controversial game moments, they often have to pay fines like this. Now the Steelers' season is over and they'll be looking ahead. They'll think about what went wrong, how to get better, and what they need to change for next time. Even when officiating is tough, teams have to figure out how to deal with it. Questionable officiating happens to all teams sometimes, and it's part of the game. It's important for teams to focus on playing their best, no matter what. Moving on to our second piece of news, we turn our attention to running back Najee Harris and his post-game thoughts from the locker room. Harris's comments shed light on team dynamics, emphasizing the need for discipline and commitment within the Steelers organization. This is an insightful look into the internal challenges and aspirations of a team in pursuit of excellence. The Pittsburgh Steelers had an early exit from the playoffs after losing in the wild card round to the Buffalo Bills on Monday. After the game, running back Najee Harris shared his disappointment with how things went in the team's locker room during the season. While Harris made it clear that he thought Mike Tomlin was a fantastic coach and wanted him to return as head coach in 2024, he did feel that some aspects needed to change. "It's all about the rules that are set within the team," Harris explained, as reported by Brooke Pryor of ESPN. "We need to be more disciplined and committed. I'm not saying we aren't, but coming from a place with more structure, I can see areas where we could use some help. It might make a difference. I'm not criticizing the coaches or anything like that. I'm referring more to our internal rules. I'm just a player, but the guys in the building understand what I mean." Harris's statement might seem a bit confusing because typically it's the coaching staff that establishes the rules, unless he was referring to the front office. Although the Steelers faced some locker room challenges during the season, they seemed to improve as the season progressed, winning 3 consecutive games to make it to the playoffs. Nonetheless, Harris believed that these issues had an impact on the team's performance on the field. During the season, the 25-year-old rushed for 1,035 yards and scored 8 touchdowns while averaging 4.1 yards per carry. He also contributed with 29 catches for 170 yards. In the loss to the Bills, Najee Harris had 12 rushing attempts but gained just 31 yards. The Steelers finished the season with a 10, 7 record and have not had a losing season since 2003. And there you have it, the latest on the Pittsburgh Steelers. From the intensity on the field to introspective moments off it, the Steelers' story is one of resilience and introspection. If you're drawn to these compelling narratives and want to stay updated with the NFL's unfolding dramas, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Stay passionate, Steelers fans, and keep rooting for your team.